والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق وعز المرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه المنتجبين وعلى جميع أنبياء الله والمرسلين. We are going to start inshallah now discussing what's left from our previous tafsir. We discussed قل أعوذ برب الفلق. Now we'll talk about من شر ما خلق. What does من شر ما خلق mean? You can have your phone, this is the chapter 113 in the Quran. Open your phone and tell me what's the translation. من شر ما خلق. It is Surat Alfalaq. من شر ما خلق. What do they have it as a translation? Anyone can help us? The subject is going to be deep and critical, very important subject. It's all about evil. In other words, is it right that Allah created evil? Is there something called evil? Do we have an existence? We call it evil. Or not? There is nothing called evil. And the ayah is saying, من شر ما خلق. What does it mean? Is it that the shar that God created, or it is the shar that we get from the creatures that God created? Yani indirectly. Yani it's like, hey, you know what? I made a knife. Someone used that knife to kill someone. Is it my problem? Or it is the user problem? Usually it's user problem based on Windows philosophy, okay? So I created something good. Someone misused it, or that thing hurt someone indirectly or directly. But my intention was not to create the evil, was not evil by itself. A knife is not like a gun. You tell me, Sheikh, a gun is what? Evil. You just said it. Well, depends. If you are using it to defend yourself, is that evil? That's what we're going to be discussing. Now, what does the translation say? Would you like to help us? It says I created. It says that? Wow. Okay. Wow. That's very bad a translation. This translation is saying God created evil. This is not right. I'm going to explain it in a second. Yeah. The evil of that he created, which is still ambiguous. You feel that God created. Okay, that's wrong too. So this is a little bit better. I'm seeking refuge or protection from the evil that comes out of the creatures. Okay, this is a little bit, acceptable. That's what you have also? Okay. So here, we have to be careful about the translation, brothers and sisters. That's another problem. So now I have a question for you guys. We have here different, it's a diversified lecture, which is very good. Do you think we have evil in this life? Give me an example. Yes, you said yes. Okay, give me an example. No? Okay. Do we have evil? Can we say we have evil? Okay, example. Shaitan is evil? Okay. War, famine, crimes. Man, you said? Man is not evil. Come on. Huh? Okay. Bad rulers. Okay. Yeah. Haram acts. Okay. So is that evil? Now keep the shaitan on the side. We'll talk about it in a second. But other than shaitan, all that you guys mentioned, is it evil? War, famine, people young age, they go through pain, cancer, tough surgeries, functionality issues, biological issues, poverty issues. Is that evil? Exactly. Thank you. See, I like this question. As an engineer, I like this question. Okay, we have to define our variables. What's evil? And guess what? Humanity, I don't know, maybe since Adam, I do not know. They struggle with the concept of evil. What's evil? And if God is good, why do we see evil if it is evil? And that's why you see in history, you see religions, they start believing in two gods. This is one of the worst associating partners with God. We call it shirk. Shirk, they made another god. Why? Because they could not tolerate that a God who is so nice, kind, merciful, all of a sudden, I see bad things going on. So in order to make God looks good, what they did, they said, okay, we have two gods. We have the good God and we have the evil God. So it has a reason why they believe that. So rather than, worshiping God properly, they ruined the whole concept of what? Of worshiping. They invented a new God. Because they did not know how to manage it. I'm losing my kid. I'm losing my money. I'm losing my society, my community. People, they are doing drugs. Crime rate is higher. Halloween it's coming up. 17%, crime-related claims are up. Just name it. So, Sheikh, that's evil? We'll talk about it in a second. But because of this struggle as a human, and because we as believers, now atheist, different story, we'll discuss it later on, we believe God is nice. Is any question about it? Christians, Muslims, even non-Abrahamic religion or Abrahamic religions, okay, they believe in God and they believe God is good, but the evil coming from somewhere else. So now the question, before we go into that, what's evil? What's the definition of evil? They struggled, as I said. They had so many ideas. Example, I'll give you example that was at a point used by so many Muslims, like Nasiruddin al-Tusi and others. They say, and I gave this example last time, they say if someone hits other person with a knife, he said, where is the evil here? That's bad or good? Bad. You attack someone, with a knife and you hurt him. Is that bad? Bad. Is that evil? Then you, Sheikh, yeah, this is evil. This is a proof there is what? Evil on earth. So the philosopher will say, hey, freeze your emotion for a second and let's play it slow speed, okay? We zoom in. Another Matrix movie, okay? We zoom in so we can see every element in that scene. Where is the evil in this scene? The knife? The knife could be good. I use it, when I'm cooking, it's like I need to prepare food, okay? So by itself, it's good. Oh, you tell me because the guy has power. He used his power and energy to stab him. I say power and energy by itself, is it evil? It's not evil. So where is evil? You tell me, yeah, cut him open. I need this process because in case he's sick at a point, he needs a surgery, what's going to happen? I need to do it. So by itself, away from the crime, it is good. You have to have this process. So the process here also is not evil. You tell me the guy in pain. We need pain as a human because if there is no pain, there is no way I can tell whether I'm sick or not. So where is the evil in the equation? The action, the intention, the choice. What if I say it is the perspective? So here will lead us to a huge philosophical argument. Huge philosophical argument. Who define the word evil? Who does it? I give you an example. Give you an example as 100% evil. He said shaitan, will discuss it later on. Give me an example of something. Because you know why I'm not bringing shaitan in? Because shaitan does not force us to do things. وَمَا كَانَ لِي عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ إِلَّا أَنْ دَعَوْتُهُمْ فَاسْتَجَابُوا. I did not do anything. I just tell them, guys, why don't you try this beer? It's only 3%, man. Come on. You got drunk. Oh, I did not force you to drink it. I told you, I'm bad. Why are you listening to me? While I'm talking about evil that has direct impact on you. And if someone is beating you up, you're not going to feel the pain after like 3 months, You're going to see the impact right away. So this is what I'm talking about. Shaitan, it's evil by itself somehow, but it is what? Isolated, Is that right? Okay. So shaitan is not going to take your hand and tell you, do not pray. Let's go to a haram party. It's not going to do it. Never. The only thing, لَأَقْعِدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. Yani he sees you on the right path. Hey, you want to pray? All of a sudden, all the problems on earth, you start thinking about it. MashaAllah, even your salah will be in nanoseconds. Shaitan, daydreaming. You watch a movie, 2 hours, you are focusing 100%. Salat, couple minutes, you do not know whether you said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu. I said it? Yeah, I think, I'm done. I'm saying Assalamu alaikum. That's weird. Okay, that's weird. And the salah is all about meditation, spirituality, thinking. It's not something light. But anyway, it happens. So shaitan now is out of the equation. Why are you getting divorced? Wallah, shaitan. Why you we don't have any court, no prisons, because this is not me. Okay, no one says that. So we freeze that argument. We go now with regular, direct evil that we see supposedly in our society. Give me an example. Let's see. I gave you my story. Now give me your story. Okay, still, the serial killer, if that same guy start killing the bad people, what are you going to do? So you tell me what you are going to tell me? He is a good serial killer? No, weird now. So now we have perspective. Perspective. It's the perspective. And that's why the idea, the dilemma of good and bad created big deal in the society. Big deal, not as Muslims, before Greek people, civilization. It's a huge argument. But now it becomes very critical one. Why? Why it's very critical to discuss this topic, and I'm spending maybe this lecture and next lecture about it. Why? Exactly, that's a very good point. Because now atheists, their strongest weapon, or one of the strongest tools to avoid religion or mock religious people or any religion or holy book, right away they tell you, where is God? People are suffering in Africa, and where is God? How come does not help them? Okay? My little baby suffered cancer. He was only 1 year old. How come you did not help him out? God, where are you? People are calling you. How come you are not answering them? So the atheists are using this dilemma of evil and good to tell people, convince them somehow, hey, there is no God. And this is very dangerous. In the beginning, in history, it was not between kafir and believer. It was between shirk and iman. You know what's the difference between shirk and iman? We have difference. لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين. Most likely الواو here استئنافية. مش عطف. Okay? فالكافر is different than mushrik. المشرك, he believes in God, but he associates what? A partner. So one of them, they will say, we have good God and we have bad God. Whenever there is any evil or bad things, that's not from God. God loves us. That's what they used to say. Now our struggle is different. Now anything bad that's approved, they say it's what? Against God. And this is a critical thing. Is it? Where's God? Is that evil? So anyway, is there evil? But anyway, this is a big dilemma. Now, before I answer this question, because we talk about atheists, and trust me, if we go through atheism, I will never finish, because this is very complex things, from evolution to Darwin to philosophy. But just quickly, when it comes to God, brothers and sisters, and here I need your help, what do you think usually the thoughts of humanity about God? I mean, we have people, they believe in God. You agree with me? You think so? Where are they? Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we have people, they believe in God. They will tell you, yes, there is God. And they prove there is God. On the other hand, we have people, what do they say? There is no God. And those are atheists. In between, we have a group, they say, you know what? No, not agnostic. Well, kind of agnostic people. But they say, this is the argument, they say, I cannot approve or disapprove there is God. Because God is beyond our limited, what? Tools, evidence. Is that clear? Definitely we have more groups, but I'm not going to enter into it. But those are the major ones we see in the society. So the question would be, for the believers, because they believe in God, definitely they are going to go find solution for the dilemma of good and evil. God, I believe in you, and I used to pray, and I'm still praying. How come I got sick? I have been making dua for 2 years. How come you did not answer me? They do not deny God, but they start what? Questioning. Or find solutions to feel what they believe in is right. They want to defend what they have believed in, what they have been believing in. Is that clear? So this group will talk about it. Our problem now, not here. Our problem where? Those who are halfway. I cannot believe God and there is God. That group fluctuates. Sometimes it's with the believers. Sometimes they go with the what? Atheist. So in order to attract them as atheist person, what do? You start throwing on them what? The idea of evil. Oh, yeah, you know what? You have a point, they are going to start saying. Now, as believers, this is your job. How you are going to convince those halfway, into faith, how you are going to convince them about your logic that this evil you are talking about is not the way you are looking at it. It's something different. How you are going to bring them to Iman. How are we going to strengthen our Iman when we find this dilemma of evil and good? How? Now you are going to help me, figuring out the solution for this. Now, the first step would be, as I said, defining our variable. What's evil? Some people, they say it's the lack of what? Good. If I want to enter into philosophy a little bit, I don't want to, but just quickly, okay? Excuse me. They say الشر هو أمر عدمي. Sorry for my Arabic, okay? الشر أمر عدمي. What does it mean أمر عدمي؟ يعني بالطريقة اللبنانية شو يعني أمر عدمي؟ No. In Arabic, they distinguish between أمر عدمي وأمر معدوم. الأمر العدمي, that means one of its explanation, okay, it is there, but not the way you are thinking of it. It is the absence of good. I call it what? Shar. But it does not exist as an entity by itself. You get the idea? I cannot say, hey, this is 1 kilogram of evil. I say you are sick because you have weak immune system, you get sick. مش يعني I بجيب 1 kilogram or 1 pound of evil, I put it inside you, you will be sick. No, the absence of good will make what? Evil. It's like they look at it, you buy, let's say, a whiteboard. Okay? A whiteboard. And you have black ink. You started drawing. All of a sudden, you're just marking it by black what? Marker. without paying attention what you are doing. You are drawing something white. Again, the board is white. The board is white. Is there anything on it? No, white. You tell me it's empty. You bring a black marker. Good. You start marking some stuff, drawing some stuff on the board. You will have two things. One that you draw, which is the black, isn't it? But because you draw the black, now you have like a silhouette. You have also what? White. Okay? You did not add that white. The white was there. Is that clear? Should I repeat that or it's clear? Clear? So same thing when I say this is good. I reduce the good. All of a sudden now I see what? That white, black, whiteboard. I see what I call evil. So they say الشر أمر عدمي مش معدوم. معدوم يعني does not exist. عدمي, no, it is there, but not as the strength of خير. Okay? يعني some people, they look at عدمي, that means does not exist. No, it does exist. What's your evidence, Sheikh? I'll give you my evidence. This surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, من شر ما خلق. يعني في شر. We have shar coming from certain creature. Clear? Is that clear? Surah Al-Nas. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك إله الناس من شر من شر الوسواس الخناس. في شر من الوسواس الخناس. Yes. من شر الوسواس الخناس, coming from the evil. قل أعوذ برب من شر ما خلق. In the first ayah, different surah. يعني the creatures that I created, they might get involved in action that might be evil with respect to you, which we are going to discuss later on. Okay? Or إن شر الدواب عند الله. إن شر الدواب, if you have شر الدواب. وتحسبونه خيرا وهو شر لكم. عسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم. So here will take us that خير and shar, it's perspective. نبلوكم بالخير والشر فتنة. To you, it's خير and shar. To me, it is fitna. It's a test. You look at it a different way. So this concept is saying that shar you are considering shar is just the absence of what? The good. Or the reduction of the good. This is one of the explanation. I'm not telling you this is the solution. Okay? So they distinguish between أمر العدمي والأمر المعدوم. معدوم, like I say, there is no God other than Allah. So there is no other God. That's معدوم. خلاص ما في God تاني. معدوم. عدمي, no, you can see the effect of it. Okay? An example of it, شر ما خلق wa. So, are we good with that? Now, another explanation came up other than this. They said, okay, I have better explanation. What's that better explanation? And this is definitely not Islamic. Christian, Hindu people, they say there is no shar on earth. Weird. Why? They say because all our life is just a dream. And nowadays with this technology, we call it what? A simulation. We are in a game. Okay. What's that movie? I forgot that movie. It's like, we are in a game. No, not the Matrix. It's a new one. Huh? That's the old. Huh? Yeah, yes. What is it again? Ready Player One? Yeah. We are in a game. And we have several movies about it. Like the one who goes inside the game. Inception is dreams. Yes. Jumanji, I think. They had Jumanji. Yeah. So they think, you know what, guys, it's a dream. Once you die, you wake up. Interesting. All that is a dream. This is some very old philosophy, very old idea. Christian churches, some of them, they took this and built on it. They made it like a platform. And even in some people, they try to connect to it in Islam, but it is way off. They say, الناس نيام فإذا ما ماتوا انتبهوا. Okay. You will be living your life normally. All of a sudden, when there is death in the family, you wake up. Oh, this life is short. Okay? Something like this. Or for that people, it will be the real life after that moment. But this explanation and the previous explanation also has issues. Where's the issue? An atheist will ask, so why God from the beginning made we said evil is less good, isn't it? Why God from the beginning build, earth that has less good? Why don't you make it good all? Why? I'm sorry? Yeah, but why? Why God wants me to suffer? Why does not make me, good by all means, like angels? So this is, we're going to come to that, but this is a question. For the second idea, they said what? They said, okay, it's a dream, let's assume. But I'm suffering in that dream. I'm hurt. I feel the pain. Regardless now it's a dream or not, even a nightmare will make you sometimes, go crazy, Okay, you wake up like, So even if you did not solve anything. You're telling me, yeah, God is not directly, doing this, but He put the dream together, if I want to go with your theory. So this is also a problem. So this is not a good explanation. There's another not good explanation. You agree with me? Is it? Yes. I do not know. I don't know. That will be Inception, It's like another movie, as she said. Yeah, but I'm talking at a point. Yes, they believe in reincarnation, but the Christians, they don't. So I do not know. Okay, I don't know. But you know what? I'll tell you. I had just off the record. I had an Indian friend. No, it's fine. It's before that. So I told him, man, so if I'm a bad person, what would happen to me? He said, because of reincarnation. He said, you will be transferred to an animal. I said, okay, and if I were to be good? He said, you will be another human being. I said, that's the suffering. Maybe you got this wrong. Okay, who told you being another human being is good? So back to the simulation. Okay, what if I go into another simulation? How am I going to know the other life will be good? It's a question, So this is one of the explanations. The third explanation is, okay, we have evil. Who told you this is evil? I like this too. Who told you it's evil? It's evil because you assume it's evil. But for the system, it's not evil. It's relative. Evil is something what? Relative. Based on your perspective. And I gave a couple ayat. عسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو. You think it is good for me. You think if I get married, with that lady, my life will be awesome. And all of a sudden, I give you the chance. You want to get divorced after 1 year. Okay? That car is the best car. All of a sudden, it's not comfortable. I don't want it. You just have been nagging about it for 10 years, man. So you do not know what's good for you. As also, you do not know what's bad for you. And I gave an example of pain. Pain by itself, you tell me, I'm in a pain, that's bad, that's evil. Well, it is, but it's an alarm to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you will die without paying attention. Okay, so many things in life would be like this. So we come with this idea, start getting into details. Example, this is very good. طيب, why this person has to suffer? Still infant, does not know anything about this life. Suffering. Why I have to work 14 hours a day to build, a better family? Just name it. Pain, hardship. Well, they add to this theory something very interesting, which personally I like. They say, this is very interesting, huh? Pay attention to it. They say, okay, evil is relative, we got this, but also there is something you're missing. Without hardships, you are not going to be a better human. In physics, I will give you another example. If you don't have a friction on the road, the car will never move. You live in Michigan, and when it is icy road, that means friction is what? Almost zero. Can you control your car? No. You tell me, yeah, but I'm saving gas. Yeah, you will save gas and you meet Israel. Does not work. You need a friction so you can control your car. Later on, our kids will laugh at us. Who is using tires anymore? We fly. Regardless now, even, at air you have a friction, you have the brakes. If friction is needed. Friction is something not good for your car because you lose gas, isn't it? Less speed. But guess what? It is needed. It's a must. So they say negative things that you are looking at it as negative, they are needed in order for the system to move. And that's why some people, they take it into dialectic. Okay, dialectic is what? We have to have negative and positive. So, it will create the proper momentum. Clear? Example, they will tell you. Example, let's say you are raised in a very spoiled way. Everything you want comes to you. You just sit on your chair, enjoy your PlayStation 5 or Xbox One. Okay, from Fortnite to Lord of the Wars, just name it. I'm making some marketing here. Okay, whatever, I'm sorry. So, بيجي بتطلع عني بعد فترة, you start having issues. Don't talk to him haram, let him have fun. You start getting weight. You start having, problems. You are not responsible. You don't care about your school. You get educated. You start having vision issues. Just name it. Why? Because your parents said, you know what? We don't want to bother you. Whatever you feel comfortable, do. But if you will be a good parent, you're going to tell your kid, hey, it's time to go out, to wake up. It's time to go to school. It is -10 out there. Haram. This is the way you are going to be a real man, a real human. Because you are little bit tough, you build what? A better person. Easy going is not going to be giving us a good, product. You want to have quality control. What's a quality control? You look at the car, yeah, it looks good. Yalla, move on. La, you go check it. You hire people to check it. Clear? So you have to have hard working. So they say, when I say evil is relative, also keep in mind it has a role. You look at it as an evil. I look at it as something negative with respect to you. Clear? So this is second one. Yes?
Could that also be like the perspective, he looks at it as negative, but it's really positive?
That's my point. It is, to you, I'm losing my, comfortable life. But in reality, no. Now you tell me, you tell me another example, back to the example. That infant is going through cancer. This is very important. This is a very good question. Can your theory solve this problem?
Yes.
How?
Because it might inspire the parents to start organization.
Let's say, okay, but someone got suffered. Cancer, you tell me, okay, it's not his problem. Genetic issues, ya akhi. He has DNA mutation. Is it his problem? So why God allow that? Bring your theory of explaining evil. Can that theory help us here? يعني can I say this will make him stronger? ما he is almost dead يا أخي. Can I say it is less good? Okay, it's less good, missing some DNA. But why God allow that? Well, ladies first, please. Yes. Yeah, but why the kid has to pay for it? Why the kid has to be? That's not a bad answer. I like this. Okay. It's copyrighted. Also. Yeah, but from the beginning, why should, I was asking, why should from the beginning see that kid suffering? Why God from the beginning does not make 100% perfection on this earth? She is saying, because God will make him go to Jannah. Okay, you get the answer now? Feel free. Sharing is caring. What's your answer, sir? What was your answer? So we can go out and start searching for a better medication. Yeah, but someone got hurt. Does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the all merciful, allow someone to get hurt? It is hurt. It's hurting him. Ya akhi, madnash 1 year old. 10 years old. He can say, oh, I have headache. Okay? Happy? Yes. يعني هلا انت you are gonna find a solution from غيب to غيب. Okay, well, يعني made it more complex. يعني even Musa عليه السلام, he did not catch it right away, isn't it? Allah knows, man. I'm saying Allah knows that this person at a point after 1 billion years from creating, 2 billion years from creating earth, or 3 billion I believe, 3 billion years of creating this universe and earth there, someone is going to be born and has problems. How come I did not take care of it from the beginning? We believe that God knows. We believe that God capable. We believe that God is all good. We believe on those three. Always the Christian people, they ask this evil dilemma and they say, how come we have it and God is all good, all merciful, then He knows and then He's capable. How come did not change it? We as Muslims, we study this under which theory? Al-Adl al-Ilahi. Okay? Al-Adl al-Ilahi. Where is the justice of God? Yes?
I was going to say, with the atheist point of view, if the child is suffering now, then it's more unjust than with God, because if the child is suffering now, he'll be compensated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the afterlife.
Fine. He will get, this is very close answer to her. Yes. You were cheating.
No.
Okay. Yes.
I was going to say, I feel like it's a lesson for everyone.
Lesson. That's very good. I agree with you. But does that allow me to make others suffer so I can get the lesson? Why? Escaping goat?
No, but some people,
Would you like to, do you like it to be the lesson for others?
I mean, if Allah knows I can handle it, then He's the all.
Maybe you're not going to handle it.
But He knows.
He knows. But Allah is all merciful, صح? When He's capable, صح? So why He let it happen that way? ما في يعني better solution?
I mean, like she said, our belief in the hereafter, I think, solves all issues.
يعني now are getting some good answer between you, okay? This lessons is good, but also does not explain why I have to take the pain. Why? يعني? So now it's like we are saying someone has to be sacrificed so will be forgiven from our sins. ما بنرجع لنفس الدلما يعني اللي عند other religions.
Possible that this baby is
يا أخي شيل البيبي عمره 9 years old. Yeah.
like this kid's life in the future when he's 20, 30 years old is going to be a lot worse than him suffering.
Okay, so you're telling me who told you this guy, as he said Al-Khudr, الأخ هاني هون, إنه maybe Allah, because He knows based on also your theory, He knows that at a point this person will be a very bad person. So let's stop him right there. So maybe it's good for him, which also meets with the ladies also good idea. And Allah will compensate. Yani, okay, I protected you in this life and also I rewarded you in Jannah as, he was trying to tell me. But I stopped him. Yes.
أنا بعرف المرض هو test بحدد الإنسان, right? So you think God Himself is testing?
Yeah, but why he wants, this is now, get out of this example and get more complex, situations. Why do we have to suffer? Why do you have to wake up every day and start thinking about your vitamins, or doctors, or working hard, or go to gym, or insurance, or drive safely, or be sober, شو بعرفني شو, Yeah.
I was going to say, Sheikh, when you got your PhD, why did you have to take tests? Why did you have to study all
We don't take tests in PhDs. The right is, so your answer is not right. You're still undergraduate.
So why take these tests?
I feel like it's the same thing.
That's good, but this is also, yes, I'm sorry.
I was saying, I feel like the same thing with women. Why do women go through certain things that men don't?
Man, they go through certain stuff.
Women go through more pain.
No, trust me, when these people, they are defending you guys and trying to bring food to the table, and while you are just sitting home, this is a big deal. I'm joking, 100%. I don't want to be divorced.
Isn't it to strengthen not only your religion, but just your outlook on life to continuously be better and continuously grow?
Yeah, it is also, but all your answers are right. All your answers are right, are good, but they are pieces. Now we have to put a puzzle together. That pieces for the puzzle, we have to put it together to have a clear vision, to come up with a theory, yes. That's kind of good question. I'm going to add it to the piece here. Okay, that's good. Yes. It's not just health, hardship, famine, war, issues, earthquake. يا أخي earthquake. ماني قاعد بالبيت ورواق فجأة gone. Is it my problem? يا أخي طب هيدا الصبي إنه عرفنا إنه في احتمال يطلع bad guy. هلا 10,000 people, 20,000 people, 30,000 people, what? We are like those, they say, 1 golden billion human beings. Why? Why we have these natural disasters, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, thunderstorm, out of nowhere, someone is struck by, why? So all your answers, they are good, but I'm going to put it under a theory. And that theory, hopefully you're going to like. Okay, if you don't like, it's a free country, you can object. That theory, see, the idea of evil and good, you cannot always find a standard formula. It's very empirical formula. You know what's empirical formula, isn't it? It's not like 1 + 1 = 2, خلاص يلا done. No. It's empirical formula. It has its own factors. It varies. Yes.
Is it to be prepared for the akhirah?
She said it too. One of you said it. Yeah, but it's portion of the formula. The answer, one of the answers for this, which is nice, and this is also Al-Ghazali used to say, ليس بالإمكان أن يكون أفضل أو أحسن مما كان. ليس بالإمكان أن يكون أحسن مما كان. They will tell you, and this is, I'm going to stop it here so we can discuss it later on. Life is limited by all factors. The best way, the best thing, the best available solution for you, you were, let's consider Darwinism, for instance. Not Darwinism, evolution, okay? Supposedly you were to be maybe like those animals. savage, killing each other. No creativity. You don't seek perfection. You don't have strong will, free will. You don't care much about this or that. All of a sudden, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of His mercy, He said, I want to transfer you from this low-level life to a human, and I'm going to give from you something from my power. وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي. Once you get that attributes from me, I'm going to make the angels, what? Make sujood for you. What's sujood? So, I made you human. And I know you're going to go through suffering because your origin is from where? From limited resources, not from abstract. So you tell me, God, but I'm suffering. He will tell you, I will guide you. There is dua for you. Open. The door of dua is open. Call me. I help you out. I will send you messengers. I will send you holy books. And those holy books, not just to make us believe in akhirah, to organize our life. I am, as Ibrahim I'm talking, I claim that without the prophets on earth, we could have been what? Like other animals. We evolved in our morals because of whom? Prophets, because of holy books. We start understanding what's perfection, how to be better, how to be good, how to be kind. We start believing in sacrifice. We start believing in earning halal without hurting others, harming others, because we want to get their money or food or land. Why? Because there is hereafter. We are worried about the hereafter. Here comes now your puzzle, pieces of the puzzle. So you were created from a limited origin, and you are going to continue in that limited dimension. But what I'm going to do, on earth, I'm going to give you solutions. And yet, if you feel I am not good with you, there is always what? The hereafter to compensate you. So you cannot say, I'm not just. To a point, you are going to say, God, I wish I was nothing. Just compensate me in the hereafter. I don't want anything. Don't answer any call, but help me over there. I'm going to make you live a limited life so you can sail your ship and live in different dimension for billions and billions, trillions, and unlimited time. And this is common sense. It's like, a person is telling you, I want to give you a house, plus a car, plus a company. All what I need is just to smash your hand a little bit. What you're going to tell him? Yeah, please. Break it. So I don't care about this little pain if I compare it to the rewards. You feel, yes, if you were to be not a believer, you are going to question the justice of God. And this is the problem of atheist. He's still young, did not enjoy life. Who told you this is life anyway, man? The real life, إن الآخرة القرآن يعبر عنها بدار الحيوان، الحياة الحقيقية. The real حيوان على وزن فعلان. يعني مش بس حياة، فيها تفاعل أيضا. This life you are calling about a big deal, big disaster, is nothing compared to hereafter. You should thank me because I made him exist. I gave him a soul. He was nothing. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. You were nothing. It is me. Through my laws, you exist. You tell me it's only 10 years? Yeah. But you are going to be over there, what? Eternal. Okay, so where's the problem? وجنة وملائكة وأنبياء everything for free, no credit card, no issues, no payments, Just, okay, where's the problem? So this is, they say, ليس بالإمكان أحسن مما كان, because I cannot create better solution for you guys. It's either you don't exist at all, or you suffer a little bit, plus happiness, plus a pleasure, and I will compensate you. Now, you tell me, Sheikh, how come God, from the beginning, does not make it 100% good life? I tell you, Allah already did. Where? We say this is in the abstract. Where? Angels. سمعتوا حدا عنده كورونا يعني مثلا? We're not going to know anyway. But we don't. It's no evil there. في الجنة لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا تأثيما إلا قيلا سلاما سلاما. Actually, الملائكة سلام عليكم. It's all about peace. True peace. Tranquility. Enjoying life. So this is a dimension that has no troubles. Already Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created it. You are different, Habibi. You belong to if this life were to be like that life, then it is what? This materialistic world. So we distinguish between عالم الروح وعالم الملائكة and the عالم of dunya, limited. Allah knows it's limited, but He wants you to evolve to better what? Life. And you have to go through this. Otherwise, you are not a human anymore. So this is one of the answers. And I'm going to stop it here. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll talk. Not tomorrow. Next week, we'll talk about, more details. But I'll keep it for questions and answers. Yes. That she was before, honestly. No discrimination. Yes.
So if we say, so based on the definition of sacrifice and understanding the compensation of the hereafter and bettering ourselves, then how do we process different situations? So obviously, hurt comes in situational amounts. I think that some people have certain things that are lesser than others. Some people have things that it really isn't something that they can get through. It's not like comparing losing a job to like being abducted. Like these are two very big and like large differences. So, I mean, from like a lighthearted perspective, we can say, does because someone suffered more, does that mean that they get a better tribulation in the hereafter? Or how do you, or is it like not fair? Like, do I wish to get kidnapped because then it's a little?
No. Bigger suffering does not mean you're going to be a better person. Because Islam, when we read in Surat Al-Ankabut, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alif Lam Mim, Alif Lam, we read, أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Al-Fitna, which is test. And Islam does not look at the test always negative, suffering. No. As bad things that you consider bad is suffering for you and it's a test, sometimes to be in a good way, good manner is a test. عشان هيك نحن قرينا آيات is saying, hey, we are going to test you by good and bad. Allah might test you by having good family, healthy family, good job. You become rich, you become richer, very wealthy. Everything you want is there. Allah here is testing you how? Are you going to take care of your kids? Are you going to be nice with the poor? Are you going to give out a charity? Are you going to think about the society? Are you going to be more individualistic or more, better help to the society? Same thing. Sad ones also they have, it's this. Now, why this guy is tested to be rich and I'm tested to be poor? Because God knows what's good for you. So Yawm al-Qiyamah, you're not going to say, God, you were not just. I know what's good for you. I know at a point if you become like him, a rich person, you will be 10 times worse than him. I made it much easier on you. My test is not to hurt you. My test is to make you wake up. يعني هلا a guy, شوفوا هلا your kid maybe got sick. Okay? And the doctor prescribed shots. Good? She has to take them. Or IV. You start crying, no, I don't like needles, You will have a strong heart. What do you do? Hey, you have to do it. Do I say this is child abuse? Do I say this is child abuse? Okay, why? Better good. Now this is questionable nowadays, okay? But imagine, sometimes we tweak our standards. Sometimes, no, he does not need this. It's better just to take one pill. Hey, drink this, nice, tasty juice, you're all set. It varies. It varies. You tell me, yeah, why don't I give her juice? She likes a juice, Why don't I say, yeah, but she has diabetes. She will die. Oh, okay, we start paying attention. We have factors, we don't pay attention. Who knows those factors? Allah. But sometimes it is not Allah who wants this directly. Allah put laws. We are lazy. We are not doing our homework. Yani Allah ma قال لي والله sit on this chair 12 hours a day, eat every junk food in the market and say, God, I read Surah Al-Baqarah 10 times. I still have cholesterol problem. Even if you read it 100 times. شو بعمل لك يعني? Okay? There is no relation between obesity and cows. I'm not saying there is any correlation. So we have to use also our reasoning, our tools. Is that clear? This is one of the answers. Yes.
To add on that, Sheikh, I heard there's a hadith where basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will sometimes give a person who oppresses more wealth. He gives him more stuff in the dunya.
To test him.
And after that, he can punish him.
Yes, to test him. And sometimes I made this guy rich, not because only I want to test him, because through his wealth, he is helping a couple other families without paying attention. And just name it. Other questions? Yes.
So I know in Islam, there's an ayah that's in the Quran that says that وَمَا أَنَا بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ.
وَمَا أَنَا بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. Yes.
So we know for a fact that Allah is not unjust. But does anywhere in Islam or Quran it say that Allah will be as good as possible or He will never do anything evil?
Huh? I did not get your question.
In Islam, like
We agree that in the Quran, it's clear that God is justice. God is just.
but does it say that He is all good or as good as possible?
God is absolute, man. When I say God is absolute, that means He is absolute in everything. مش إنه He is absolute in power, but He is limited in generosity. Ya Habibi is absolute. When I say Kareem, that means He is all Kareem. Okay? But that does not mean I do not control it. العدل, you cannot be at a point not adil, but you can be not Kareem. Why? Because you don't deserve it. But al-adl, no, al-adl, it has to always be there. That's why you say Shia, they call them al-adliya. Because big argument happened in history. Quickly here. And their argument, they say, okay, يوم القيامة, is it okay for Allah to put everyone in Jahannam لأنه لا يسأل عما يفعل وهم يسألون? No one has the right to question God, isn't it? So is it up to Him to put everyone in Jahannam? Shia, they said no. Why? Because it is not right for God to promise you something and does not fulfill it. Where is the justice? But let's say He is merciful. We said merciful. We have Ar-Rahman, we have Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahim is mercy for special people. Rahman is for everyone. Okay? But when it comes to certain attributes, no, He is all-knowing. ما في اللي, yeah, He knows everything except thermodynamics. Ya Habibi, that's not God. Anyway, the thermodynamics is for you. For God is something different. Okay? I'm just, forgive my analogy, it's just an analogy to make it simpler. Okay? Allah is all-powerful. Impossible you tell me at a point God is not powerful. No. If God does not do something, not because He is not powerful, because there is a wisdom behind it, or because resources are limited. Clear?
So if you're saying He's infinitely generous, so therefore He must supposed to be all.
But even that level of generosity changes from one place to another, from one person to another. Okay, but there are certain attributes I'm saying they are absolute. There is big difference between the action and the essential attributes. يعني Allah is all knowing, Allah is all living. ما فيك تقول half of it living. ما فيك. It's impossible. It's it's all living, all knowing, all just. Clear?
I get your question is everything he is all in it, right?
Yeah, but the action has to do with your limitation.
But what about goodness, right? So generosity, yeah.
Allah is all good, and that's why they had a problem in understanding evil. Because we believe Allah is all good doing.
Yeah, I'm saying where is that in the Islam, like that he's good?
I think it depends on your definition of good. How do you define good?
Yeah, so in Islam doesn't say
I'm going to repeat my lecture.
exactly. So that's my point actually. You're supporting my point that good
I mean,
is like
before I go to good, look. الرحمة, is it good or bad? طب أنا عم بقول لك 113 آية 113 سورة start with بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. All of a sudden I see someone is suffering. You tell me what? ما هذا good مش good الرحمة? What do you think? Good الرحمة is what? رحمة not لحمة رحمة mercy. Okay? Good. مش هيك؟ ما أنت بدك example where Allah said ما هذا it's more than good. الرحمة it's beyond good. Okay? So yet you tell me Allah is saying Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. How come I see someone suffering? That's back to my lecture. Any other questions? If you have other issues, we'll talk about it after. Or next meeting. Inshallah. Yes.
I have a question. I think some atheists could still make an objection to our answer and say that, like, since Allah is all powerful, He could have created a system.
Okay. If Allah is all powerful, how come He did not create a system where we did not have to go through compensation or get rid of all these bugs? Yes. I already answered this. I said He already did that. We call it the world of angels. No issues, no viruses, no problem. We, because this is a limited life, this is the best model I can give you. There is no better one. Allah will not be merciful, will not be just if there will be another chance to have this world conformed in different way. Allah is saying this is the best available solution for you. Better solution is to transfer you to the hereafter. Over there is perfection. And that's why go back to his question. His question is very good if we rephrase it a little bit, because it will meet your question as well. You tell me, how come this is not the perfect place? Is there any place in the Quran that says this life is perfect life? No. I just mentioned the ayah. The real life is not here and the hereafter. I'm telling you, you human, this life is limited. I gave you AIDS. I send you prophets. I send you books. I'm compensating you in the hereafter. I'm doing my best because this is limited, life to make it better. Okay? So now, am I just or not? More than just. I'm merciful. I did not just let it run its course. I added factors to it. I added wahi. I guided humanity. I am Al-Hayyul Qayyum. So that's why it's beyond what? Regular evolution. Okay? You tell me, where is that life? It's in the hereafter. And more than that, that's why Allah insisted, this life is limited. I will take care of you when you pass away. Otherwise, He will not be just. Because any suffering, any limitation that I could not compensate you here, not because I'm limited, because your situation is limited. Why it's limited? First of all, because I created this using laws. Secondly, because you are limited by nature. Your origin is limited. Your soul is not limited as your body. Your soul is much more free. And that's why, Third, because if no laws controlling this life, it will be a mess. You will never evolve. You will never be a human being. So that's why I said in Arabic, ما كان أفضل أو أحسن. Let's put it in English. This is the best possible thing I could offer you. It's impossible to find better than this limited solution.
Why treat the angels that way and humans this way?
And that's a different question then.
Like, why would they-
That's a different question. Our question, how come God does not make this life idealistic? He did. We call it the world of angels, not here. You tell me why we are different, that's a different story. Okay? That's a long story. We'll talk about it. It's a good question. But it's not limited, it's a totally different subject. You agree with me? It has nothing to do with the justice here. It has to do with the laws that I was talking about it. The laws is going to lead to this life, but God add to it was going to make it better. Okay?
I was going to say, to kind of add on what she was saying, I think, like, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us like the angels, we would be the same level as angels.
We'll be angels.
We are higher than
But no, Allah gave us a free will. He equipped us with so many things to make us different than angels.
That's why He's going to serve us in the afterlife, because we're going through this test, we're better than like if Imam Ali alayhi salam, when he was in the bed for Prophet Muhammad and they were trying to kill Prophet Muhammad, but Imam Ali was there. I think there was a hadith saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was like, ask Jibreel and Mikael, like, would you guys do the same thing as Imam Ali? They said no, I'd rather have the long life. So like the capacity to like,
No problem.
the capacity to
I can drink water.
the stuff that humans do, angels don't have the capacity to do. That's why they like did sujood towards us.
That's back to your discussion in the first, I think the first section I had about sacrifice that will makes us, differentiate us between
Yes.
animals and humans.
Okay.
I just want to comment something, just for the fact that we do exist and God gave us soul and we've been tested through this life is by itself a gift from Allah.
Yeah,
It's an opportunity.
it is. By default, you should not be, that much equipped. You should be just normal creatures. Okay? Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.